Hey everyone, Kirostyle here. Welcome back to Tales of Arise. So in the last episode, we did all of Shion's remaining campfire conversations, and we caught all of the fish in the game, getting Kisara's last couple titles. So there's a few things left to wrap up in the game. So primarily, there's a level 99 arena challenge for the party, and then there's also the level 95 plus Phantom boss rush that we need to do, which is the last side quest in the game we haven't done. So in this episode, basically I spend a lot of time grinding out levels offline, so I do those not on stream, getting everyone up to level 100. Along the way, I record any skits that I find along the way, which includes things like usually cooking. We're trying to get the last couple skits as well, in addition to getting the last couple items and recipes I'm missing. There's a few skits I'm going to try to aim for, and basically I want to wrap up this entire game all together. So the first part of this video is going to be a compilation of clips of me doing a lot of these tasks. I've kind of distilled it down to just the most important parts, so you can watch them here on YouTube. So these are things I did offline, not on stream. Then the last section of this video will be the last Tales of Arise stream that I did on Twitch, which will include those last two battle challenges, in addition to a couple other things. So hope you guys enjoy. I've really enjoyed this series, and let's get on with the show. Thanks! So I didn't realize, in the last episode, I didn't come back and talk to the fisherman, and you actually get a trophy for talking to him with all the fish caught, so let's do that now. Tenebrae Mark III. Tenebrae is a character from Tales of Symphonia 2. That's it? I was expecting a little bit more of a conversation. Can we look at our new fishing rod?
You're still not done fishing yet? Boring.
You need patience to fish.
I was expecting it to be decorated a little bit more. Okay, now we are officially done with all the fishing. So you also get a couple trophies for crafting 100 different weapons and 30 accessories. So I'm going to spend some time to do that now, so I can get these last couple trophies out of the way on the way to getting a platinum. Oh sweet, there we go. I've crafted everything at least once. I wasn't sure which ones I already had, because it doesn't tell you because of all the skills are different for them. So I just crafted everything once. There we go. All the accessories done. Okay, now let's craft some weapons. Now the nice thing is, in the bottom corner here, you can't see it because my avatar is covering it, but there's a little green star that says created next to items I've already created. So even if I've consumed them later in subsequent crafting attempts, it's still recorded, because there's no collector's book in this game. So let's go and create some weapons we haven't created yet. There we go, we're finished with Law. My best boy needs all his weapons. Okay, there's still a few that we're missing the materials, but that's okay. There we go. Let's start from the bottom. Oh, I don't even have... Oh, I need stone fragments. One of the earliest game items. Lizard fins, okay. We're burning through all my gold. We're almost there. We can always sell the items back later too, when we don't need them. We already have them unlocked as skins. Okay, looks like we need to go farm some more material, so we'll be back to do that. Okay, so I did a bunch of farming to get materials to craft the last couple weapons that I was missing, and I don't need to craft all of them, but I might as well. So, also a couple other things when I was exploring the realm again, I realized that, or I found, a treasure chest in Moscow that I missed with a grilled fish recipe. And, okay, I was checking my records, and it said that I missed one campsite. It said I had 21 out of 22 campsites discovered. And I was like, that's impossible. I camped out at every campsite. So I googled it, and it turns out that they didn't actually count this campsite because we camped out here during a cutscene, and I didn't actually manually go up to it and camp. So, fun little fact for any of you trying to get 100% completion in this game, that is where you'll find that. So I think Isara, Alphen, and Shion were missing weapons. Yes! Okay. Then the rest of this is just for completion's sake. Oh no, I don't have enough money for this one. I don't really want to sell my weapons though. I mean, I could sell some materials. It sells for a good amount of money. Okay, there we go. We got everything. And I am poor now. We'll go farm some money later. I could sell all these weapons that I crafted, but I kind of feel like it's a waste, even though... I mean, not that it's a waste, because...
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Because they already get unlocked as skins. Maybe I'll sell them later. I'll do that off screen though. Okay, now I need to go grind to get to level 99 so I can pick on the last couple challenges. I think people said that you can get away with doing them at your mid 80s, but there's an achievement for getting to max level, so I might as well do it while I'm here. So, see you in a bit. So, I've been doing some grinding, and so we were at level 89 when we left off. And I found out that the enemies, or the normal enemies at the end of the EX dungeon, are only like level 83, and they didn't give me much experience. So, the only real solution was I had to keep fighting Kronos over and over and over. And I beat him like maybe 8 or 9 times now, so we are very close to level 100. And he's so much easier. Even the second time I fought him, he was really easy, even though my level difference wasn't that much from before. Yeah, he's kind of a chump, but I got used to his attack patterns, in addition to kind of finding out some other little tips and tricks along the way. But we're almost there. Let's beat him one more time to get to level 100, and then we'll be ready for the last tasks we have left in the game.
What do your repeat visits change? If you disrupt my tranquility, then I will silence you on the spot.
For these battles, either I look super duper cool, or I end up dying repeatedly because of time stop, but then my computers do just fine, so I leave them to their own devices. We'll see which of these it is this time.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
I can carve through armor. Rhapsody of darkness. Bow before me.
I also swapped out Talon Storm and Swallow Dance for Super Swallow Dance and Talon Hurricane, because I feel comfortable using these higher AG arts in my combos now. Can't see anything.
Illuminate the dark.
I also found out what it was that makes me do what I call the Jude Mathis teleport, where you like teleport up to an enemy and then attack them. It's the counter strikes that the game's mentioning, and I know they gave me like a tutorial on these earlier, but I didn't really realize that's exactly what it was. It's when you perfect dodge and you press attack right after you perfect dodge, you'll do the teleport. And sometimes I didn't notice because sometimes I teleport to an enemy that is not the one I'm locked onto because I end up killing it. And a lot of times I don't do it because after dodging, I use an art instead of using a regular attack. But you have to use a regular attack right after you dodge in order to do the counter strike. But yeah, these fights have been pretty easy. I don't even use any life bottles or gels. Not even orange gels, unless my computers decide to use one in a desperate situation.
The fluidity of your movement.
I'm going to use all the power of my to accomplish this.
I'm sorry to be a bother. No,
Sometimes, because he likes to target the player character a lot more than the computers, it's a little bit annoying to try to keep fighting, because you're kind of just trying to direct the attacks away from your allies. Okay, we're at 50%, he's gonna do over limit pretty soon. Luckily his Mystic Art is very easy to avoid and not very strong.
such unadulterated.
You usually beat him in like between 5 to 8 minutes depending on how the run goes. Usually the deciding factor is how many times I die to time stop, because I don't use a life bottle, so I just wait for the computers to revive me, and sometimes that takes a little bit of time depending on how busy they are. If I'm really unlucky though, he might kill 2 of us during a time stop, but it doesn't happen too much. Also, sometimes I get caught in a weird animation during time stop. Like, Law will look very unflattering in a weird pose.
Not my finest.
Or if I'm like in the middle of a roll or something like that, the motion blur will be part of my character model even when time is stopped. I don't know if we'll see one this run.
No further.
And if you use a burst strike or a burst attack or an evasion right at the time of time stop, if you're lucky, you'll get caught on an invincibility frame and he won't actually be able to hit you. So he'll come up trying to smack Law and he'll do no damage to him because I just happen to be extremely lucky. And you can tell when he's about to time stop because he pulls out this yellow orb like that. Oh, see, look, right there. See, he can't hit me. Pretty cool. But it doesn't happen super often.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes!
I'm afraid to try to do the second Mystic Art against him because he moves around quite a bit. And you never know when he's going to suddenly pull out a time stop on you. He tends to space them out, and he won't use them when he's in over limit, but he's also a smaller target, so it's harder for me to do some of my longer 5-chain combos without being interrupted.
It's time to draw close the curtain. The tragedy of your life has reached its end. Chrono erosion.
Bestow thy mystic mercy.
Now we'll have
Eat this! Take this! You
Prepare to be judged.
Oh, nice, I got it again.
Worthless. How about this?
See, look at Law's hair looks so strange there because it's in the middle of the motion blur.
look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
There we go. He doesn't even say anything after the fight, it just kind of ends.
There's always room for improvement.
Nice. Now I'm level 100, it's time we can take on the last couple challenges, which are the level 99 Arena and the level 99 Phantom Lord's Rush. Oh, something else that I found out is that recently they made this available, this Vacation Hoodle doll. It's a free DLC, but in order to get it, you need to have downloaded the Tales of Arise demo. So I actually had to download the demo, and you don't even have to play the demo. You just have to have downloaded it from the PlayStation Store. I don't know how exactly it works from Steam. And then this will become available to you, which is pretty cute. Where is it? Vacation Hoodle doll. Oh, see, look, Hoodle. Get some sunglasses, like a flower, and a little floaty. So cute. You know, I'm kind of glad in this game you can't really play around with the accessories too much. Like, they have preset locations. I remember, I think it was Exilia, where you could, oops, that's not what I want. Oh, I didn't know this. I can make him do actions from here? Oh, it's just one action. Change pose. Oh, this is cool. How come I didn't know about all this? Anyways, what I was saying is in Exilia, you could move attachments around. Like, if it was on someone's head, you could shift it over, you can make it larger, you can make it smaller. Sometimes you could, like, mix and match different attachments. It looks kind of funny sometimes. It's almost like playing with the Soul Calibur character creation at times. This is cool. I didn't know this was here. I mean, not that there's much extra function other than just viewing character models. Okay, that's it. Dang, this kick pose is really cool. It's kind of like the Final Fantasy XIV monk art, like the original one. Anyway, something else I was going to say is that I was looking at the DLC for this game, and I only was interested in the costumes. I didn't look at the packs at all. Like, there's usually in Tales games lately, there's been packs where you can buy like extra gels, or something that gives your characters a level +1 when you use it. I didn't realize how good the DLC is in this game. I mean, by good, I mean like OP. You get things that give you permanent shop discounts. You make it so that permanently you only consume one of each ingredient when cooking, or you only consume one of each material when foraging. There's ones that give you double XP or double SP, and they stack on top of the artifacts that you already get in the game later towards the end. So they'd be really good for like a highest difficulty, like a Chaos New Game Plus run. But dang, that tells me why they made the difficulty of this game curve up so high. Like, as you fought each enemy and boss, the levels would jump up by quite high increments, and you don't get much SP at all if you don't go and do the side quests. And it's all just because they want you to buy this DLC. So by the time I saw it, I was like, well, I'm level 99, it's not worth buying. But like, it's pricey. Like, it's not too much money individually, but you add it all up, it's like you spend quite a bit of money if you decide to go for that DLC, which again kind of cheapens the experience. Okay, so I have a couple trophies left. One of them is for doing the arena, one of them is for doing the Phantom boss rush, one of them is for doing all the side quests in the game, which I'm missing the Phantom boss rush, and then there's one for buying like 400 of these nodes, and so I'm gonna buy a bunch of them now, and I don't know if I'll have enough to make it up. I'll start by getting the cheaper ones. I think I read online that the DLC ones don't count, or something like that. I know for sure the ones that come already unlocked with the titles don't count, so... Okay, dang. Can't buy any more now. Dang, I might have to grind a little bit just for this SP, even though I'm already max level. That's a little ridiculous. Also, lately, for some reason, like when we played through the regular game, we got a lot of the same conversations over and over again. Like the conversations at the campfire, the conversations when waking up after camping, the conversations when defeating an enemy and going back to the overworld. We heard a lot of the same conversations over and over again, but for some reason, now that I'm like at the end game, have everything else unlocked, the characters are starting to say like little bits of dialogue that we didn't hear before during those scenes. And I'm like, where were these during the main game? Where were these fun extra campfire conversations or like field conversations? Like not the skits. Where were these during the main game? Because we always heard the same ones over and over again. I don't understand. It would have livened up. There's so many fun ones between like Law and Alphen specifically. Like there's one where like Alpha tries analyzing one of Law's attacks after a fight, and then Law's like, "Stop trying to steal my move!" Okay, I think I've spent all my SP that I can, and I still don't have the title, so that means I'm gonna go need to farm a little bit. I don't think I have that much more to go. There's only a few that I'm missing, but I mean that DLC might be a bit tempting depending on how it goes. Alright, so let's farm a little bit more and then I'll see you again in a little bit.
Thanks for waiting. Eat as much as you like. Well, how's it taste?
The meat is just the right texture and firmness. You can easily taste all of the ingredients that went into it.
I'm impressed you can cut up such a huge fish.
The basic procedure doesn't really change whether a fish is big or small. All it takes is practice.
Still, I feel a little bad eating this fish. It's supposed to be a pretty rare species, isn't it?
I'm the type who fishes for food first and foremost. Once I catch something, I cook it up with care so it doesn't go to waste. Don't worry, I took an imprint of it for posterity before I turned it into steak.
The meat is so thick. It almost reminds me a little of beef.
What's the difference? Isn't it all meat at the end of the day, regardless of where it comes from?
Says the guy who always complains about it not being red meat whenever we have fish.
Look, as long as it tastes good, I don't care what it is.
Even vegetables?
I'm talking about meat!
It looks thick because that's how big the fish was. There's still plenty to go around, so feel free to have more if you want it.
Sure, I'll take another slice.
Better grab it while you can, everyone. Mind if I join you, Law?
This animation looks funny when Alphen's not wearing his armor. It doesn't make much sense.
Don't you think we're both getting pretty strong now? I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Alright, so I've been doing more cooking because, according to my records, it says there's a few recipes I haven't cooked yet. But it doesn't tell me which ones, so I'm kind of experimenting. This was a recipe, grilled fish, that I found in Moscow, off camera. It was hidden in one of those, like, huts off the side of the screen that we didn't really have access to during the first visit there, and then I just forgot to go back and check. But I'm pretty sure I haven't cooked this fancy parfait. And I believe there's a skit that goes along with it too.
Good food is the best kind of magic. Hoodle, no, that's mine.
Never thought I'd see you fighting Hootle over food, of all things. Normally, you share everything you have with him.
Yeah, but this is a fancy parfait. Every girl dreams of having one of these.
Do
Is
they?
it really that big of a deal?
Please don't bring me into this.
It's
Kisara's
always
like,
nice to eat something
rather a
that
fish.
fulfilling.
I can't believe I actually get to have it all for myself. Every little bite makes
You
me
cook that
so
just for
happy.
yourself? Come on. Look at Hootle eyeing you.
But isn't that parfait gonna cost you quite a lot more than your regular ice cream choice?
That's all the more reason for me to enjoy it. Everyone knows it takes lots and lots of sweets to stay full of energy.
Everybody, a cream monster has devoured Rinwell.
At times such as these, it would be best to just let her do as she wishes.
Yeah, definitely.
Dohalim's right. If someone's trying to enjoy their favorite food, just leave them to it and don't bother them.
Yep, can't argue with that.
I don't get women.
So good.
Law's face. Let's continue hanging out with him.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Just bros. I love their brotherly relationship, these two.
We should go on a training trip together sometime.
Yes!
I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Oh yeah, since we discovered that people have different poses, let's check out other people's poses. Him in his swimsuit. Pretty cool. So they all have like an action pose and then just standing and then walking, running. Wait, there's an action button. What the heck? Is it the same for each one? Okay, there's only action button for the default pose. What's yours, Law? Alright, I already did this. Pretty cool. Rinwa's pretty cute, I like her. I wish they did like all their other idle animations if you press the button. Like if you were like this and you press the button, it'd be nice if they did their idle poses when idling on the field. It really does look like Yu Narukami with his hairstyle. Ooh, that's a cool one. These are so dynamic, I want to almost like cut and paste them and put them all into one big picture together. Alright, back to farming SP.
Thanks for waiting, everyone. Come on over and grab some food.
That's your 12th serving.
Damn, that's gotta be a record.
Even seeing it for myself, I can hardly believe it. Where is her body storing it all?
Oh, have you guys already had enough? Did you not like what I fixed?
No, it's just...
We're just amazed at how much you can wolf down.
Doesn't it hurt even a little? Aren't you feeling heartburn or something?
Oh, this is nothing. You know what they say? You always have more room for dinner.
Do they say that?
I'm pretty sure that's what they say about dessert, actually.
Plus, this is Noki we're talking about. That stuff just sits in your stomach.
I swear I'll never understand you Renans.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Actually funny, because like, you know when they say they have a second stomach for dessert, it's because basically like your sense of taste, right, is divided up into things like sweet and sour and spicy and like savory. And so when you
Don't
eat...
you think we're both getting pretty strong now?
They say that if you keep eating something of the same type of flavor, you get kind of full, quote
Time
unquote,
to make you all proud out
on
there.
that.
Just like I always do.
So, like, if you eat your dinner, it's probably like savory, maybe salty, but usually not always sweet. So you've kind of exhausted all your like salty and savory and whatever tastes, but then you haven't had any sweet yet. So then when you have dessert, which is sweet, it fills you in a different way, and it's a psychological thing. I remember talking about this during one of my psychology classes in university. Right, I'm still missing like a couple skits according to the records. I think that was the last recipe I have never cooked, but there's still a few more skits. I'm sure some of them come with doing the last couple side quests, but there might be still a couple that are still hiding away from me, so I guess we'll see. Alright, so I thought that I cooked all the recipes, but according to my records, I'm still missing one recipe that I have not cooked. So I loaded up a save and I went to a campfire,
are we gonna get going
and I
or
basically
what?
cooked a whole bunch of meals that I suspected that maybe I had missed, or a bunch of meals that I thought that maybe I didn't actually cook once, and I couldn't figure out what I was missing. So I looked it up, and turns out I was just missing one recipe altogether, like just straight up missing an entire recipe. turns out that here, back in Niaz, I didn't realize you can go back into the Dark Wings headquarters. So during the story, you come here during a cutscene and you get booted out, and you don't get a chance to go back in until later, and I never did. So there's a chest in here that has the last recipe that I'm missing. And it's a bit of a surprising recipe. I mean, I was a little bit surprised reading what it was I was missing.
She's pretty cute.
Oh, hey.
Who are you looking at?
There's
Quit
a lot of you.
gawking and let's go.
Ow!
You're Renan. Oh, you're from Menancia. Oh. Bayfon, I didn't realize you were here. Because you're usually outside, but you had a quest for me earlier. There's a lot of people to talk to in here. So upstairs, there's another
Hey, Alfred.
chest.
What do you think of that chick over there?
Doesn't look like she really works out.
I'm not talking about her muscles, you dummy.
And here it is, the last recipe. Yep, that's right. Horse sashimi. Not something I was expecting.
There's no point in reading it unless you plan on making it.
Well, thanks, Gion. So, apparently horse sashimi is a delicacy in Japan. Like, even locals don't usually eat it that often. And I was like, oh, that's why horse meat is a thing in this game. I mean, there's a couple recipes I think that use it, but not many. Well, there it is. Well, I guess we'll go give it a shot. See, like the wiener recipe uses the horse meat. So obviously I can understand people, you know, horses are an animal that a lot of people have a very close connection to. So it wouldn't be something many people would consider eating. Kind of like dog, right? Now, I probably wouldn't go out of my way to go and find horse sashimi and eat it one day. I mean, obviously I'd have to travel to like Japan to do that. But I mean, if I was given the opportunity to try it, I guess I wouldn't say no. I mean, it probably tastes pretty good. I had sushi once that had like really, really rare beef. Like rare as in like it was cooked very rare, not rare as in it was hard to find. And it was really, really good. Like I've never had beef that rare before, and it was fantastic. So anyways, I wonder if there's a skit that goes along with this one. I bet there is. Law or Dohalim? Well, Law, sure.
This is perfect. I'll have everybody's mouths watering when they see this. All done. Come and get it.
Oh, did you fix horse sashimi again?
You really like that stuff, don't you, Law?
What can I say? It's easy to prepare however you like.
What makes it so easy to prepare?
It's all about the onion. You can change how you arrange it next to the meat, use less of it, or even take it out altogether.
It sounds as though you simply dislike onions.
I don't dislike onions. All I'm saying is the flavor of the meat changes depending on what you do with the onion.
While that's true, somehow I get the feeling you just don't want to admit you're a picky eater.
I agree. Here, you can have all my onions. Maybe you'll discover some new flavor for this dish you've never had.
Just don't. That's. Rinwell, stop.
Well then, how does it taste?
All I taste is onions.
What if I cook that with Dohalim instead? Do I still get a skit? I guess I'll try that, and if there is a skit, I'll include it here in this video.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Is he admiring his muscles? He looks like he's very impressed. Even made more so by the swimsuit. Oh, because he'd be... I get it, because if he was wearing his regular
See you guys
costume,
tomorrow.
he would have the wolf head on that shoulder, and Alphen was admiring the wolf head. That makes more sense.
I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
So that should be all the recipes now that I've actually cooked. Which means I think I would have gotten all the skits that are involved, unless you know, some recipes have more than one person that can cook it, so maybe there's some skits that I'm missing out on there, so I'll experiment and see. Okay, so cooking the horse sashimi dohalim did not give me a skit. Now, I'm still trying to grind for SP, but SP is really annoying to grind for because you don't get that much of it after a fight. Even fighting against Kronos, I'd have to do it quite a few more times to get enough stuff. So I know I said I wouldn't buy the DLC, but I kind of caved, especially because, here, I'll talk about it. I looked up what some of it was. Now, I kind of mentioned this before, but the DLC in like some of the past Tales games, once they started, you know, making DLC for Tales games, because they, you know, started doing them for consoles like PS3 and up, they start off with things like, you know, a pack that gives you extra gels, a pack that gives you a level boost, a pack that gives you gold, of course, and then there's the costumes. But this game, I didn't realize until I looked it up, like, just recently, how BS some of the DLC is, like how OP some of it is. And so I didn't buy any of the packs that straight up give you gold or straight up give you like level ups, but there's a number of packs for this game that give you permanent buffs, like permanent buffs that you can set in the artifacts menu. So if you want, you can turn them off, but I mean, if you're going to buy them, why do that? And at first I thought maybe it'd just be small buffs, and then I looked into it and they were significant buffs. So let's take a look, and then maybe you'll see what I mean. Now, in a way, it's kind of unfortunate that I got this so close to the end of the game, because I don't get to reap the rewards of things like boosted XP. However, I do feel kind of proud of actually getting through the game on my own merits, because of course the game is totally playable without the DLC, right? I mean, yes, I had to switch down from normal difficulty to story difficulty, which is the easier one, but like one of my main complaints about this game that I talked about in the ending episode was that I felt like the experience curve for the enemies was too steep. You go to a dungeon, the enemies are higher than you, you fight, eventually you sort of catch up, and you go to the next dungeon, and suddenly they're another 5 levels higher again. And the prices of items in the shop were really high. Orange shells are really high, which is ridiculous. And life bottles are fairly high, but I think I can understand life bottles. But the orange shells were worth even more. And, you know, I think that was one of my complaints about the game, especially if you were like me and you didn't do any of the side quests. Along the way of doing the main story, you are really strapped for gold, orange shells, life bottles, and SP. That's because they are encouraging you to buy these DLC packs, which is awful. I mean, on one hand, I enjoy this game, so I feel okay supporting them with my money and saying, yes, I enjoy this, please make more like this. However, DLC like this is kind of skeevy to me. But I didn't really want to farm out that extra SP. I even looked up a guide to see if anyone had found like a quick way to farm SP at endgame, and they said this was a great, perfect guide I found first thing on Google. Step 1. Do all the side quests in the game. Okay, well, I did that. Step 2. Fight stuff. Literally, that's all it said. Step 2. Fight stuff. Do more battles. Well, that's great. I kind of exhausted myself on that one. I'm level 100. Step 3. Buy the DLC. Like, the guide straight up said, go buy the DLC if you want SP. Ridiculous. Okay, premium item pack. So this one gives you a bunch of items. Some gold. You get an SP boost and an EXP boost. These are permanent. And you get this, a 10% off the store. That's why they had the store prices so high. I mean, yeah, 10% doesn't sound like a lot. When you're going through the game strapped for gold, yeah. Oh wait, this isn't just 100,000 gold. This is 500,000 gold. Holy moly. And you get all these herbs. I still haven't used my herbs. I'm probably just going to feed them all to Law later. And then you get some ingredients, which is not such a big deal. So we'll accept all these. Sure. Wait, actually, no. Let's get this one. So, Relief Support Pack gets you a ton of items, and you get an artifact that makes it so you can carry up to 99 of your consumables. So I can only carry 15 life bottles, peach gels, orange gels. This one straight up increases it to 99. And you get plus 100 max CP, 700,000 gold, 1,000 max HP, and 2,000 SP. That's insane. That's so much. Okay, so now that I can carry up to 99 of everything, I can take this one. Okay, growth boost. 3,000 SP. Double EXP, double SP, double combat points. Those stack on top of the artifacts you get in the game that already increase your EXP by 80% and 20%. That is so much. I mean, I could see if you want to tackle Chaos difficulty, the highest difficulty on a New Game Plus, I can see these very much coming in handy. But still, oh my goodness. Like, I just can't get over how big these ones are. Okay, now this one really gets me. Minus 20% CP cost. Permanently. So not only do you save more on orange shells because you're casting less CP, you can cast healing spells easier. And that's just insane. Okay, 1,000 SP and 600,000 gold. That's so much. Unfortunately, I can't make use of the plus 5 level up because I'm already level 100. So I won't pick that one up. Maybe it would be good, again, if I do a New Game Plus and I get to level 95, then I can use this so I don't have to farm Chronos as much. But, like, dang, let's have a look at this stuff. Oh, also to mention, like, on top of this, the other DLC I didn't buy was there's one for old Tales music, where you can set the battle theme to be different battle themes from across the series, which is really cool, but it costs, like, over $30. Why would I pay that much money just to set the battle music? I mean, I do like the battle music in this game. I do feel like it's not as consistent. It wasn't like, this is the battle theme for the first third of the game. This is for the second third. This is for the third third. Like a lot of Tales games. So the only battle theme I really recognize is the first one, because you hear it a bit more than the others. But, so this game doesn't have recognizable battle themes, is what I'm trying to say. But I wouldn't want to change it into another games. I just listen to it on YouTube or something if I wanted to. I have a lot of Tales soundtracks too on CDs that I've bought from Japan. So it's just so much money for that. Anyways, let's check out our new artifacts. And I don't even think they have cool names. They're just straight up like, plus this, plus that. I mean, do they even list them here? Yeah, see, it's just 10% off general store. They're magical flowers. Ooh. 20% EXP, double EXP. These stack on top of each other. I don't know if it's additive or multiplicative, but still. 20% SP, you know, these would have been double SP. These would have been great actually farming. Double combat points. Again, combat points are like a modifier that increases your XP and your SP after battle. Kind of, it would be like grade, except there's no grade in this game. Minus 20% SP or CP cost. I think this one's insane. Like, it just straight up makes it so that you have to heal less. You can last longer in dungeons going through like the slog of the game. And 99 consumables. Like, obviously I would never need 99 of something, but at least I would be wasting items every time I pick them up from the chest and I'm full. See, look at all this. Sheesh. Like, look at all this. Look at all this. Holy moly. Just straight up. I mean, so now I definitely should have enough to buy all the rest of the skills, right? Surely. I mean, it still doesn't look like that much, but just buy a bunch. Starting with the cheaper ones. Oh! Myriad Monicos. I only needed a couple more. Okay. I mean, I still would have bought these anyways. I mean... Okay, so I still don't have enough. So that's pretty insane costs. But now I can just buy whatever I want, right? I mean, I'll start with the cheaper ones. So probably over here. The fact that I've bought the DLC, gone through the whole game, and farmed out to level 100 and still haven't filled out my skill maps is insane. Actually, let's get mid-air damage. Like, it's insane that I haven't been able to buy all these, just with normal progression of the game. After reaching level 100. Hmm. Alright, I think that's the most I can buy from here. Alright, so now I've done pretty much everything. And I think it's almost time to... Well, I think I'm going to do some accessory forging. And if any skits pop up there, I'll show them off. But other than that, we're going to be tackling the 2 toughest battles in the game pretty soon. Of course, one of them, again, is the level 99 Party Arena battle, which also gives me a ton of CP. And the other one is the last side quest in the game, challenging all the lords again in a boss rush, all level 95 plus. So we'll do that, and I'll do that one on stream too, so people can join in and watch on Twitch, and then, of course, you'll see it here on YouTube compiled with the rest of these clips as well. So now, on to the Twitch stream section of this video. Thank you so much for joining me on this stream. We have 2 things left to do. We have to do the arena, the level 99 arena with the party, and then we have to finish the very last side quest in the game, which is the Phantom Boss Rush. So I'm here in Menancia, and we're all ready. Everyone's decked out in their original clothes, because I figured that was the best way to go. Well, original plus Shion and Alphen's
hey, Alphen,
latest
what do you think
one.
of that chick over there?
So we're a lot stronger now. Now, I know that so when we beat this, we'll get 10 Astral Flowers, which will give us, like, a ton of more CP, although I'm pretty high on the CP now already. Now, the target clear time is 5 minutes. I'm not sure if you get a skit for beating it under 5 minutes, or if you get the skit regardless. So I guess we'll find out. If I don't meet the 5-minute time limit, maybe I'll try again, since we're here, just to see how that goes. But I'm pretty confident it should be okay. My party's pretty strong. And I don't think we can use items during this challenge either.
Like, she really worked.
Oh, they're still talking. Sword Ranker 1? Is that the Sword Dancer? That's not what I was expecting. I thought this was actually going to be like a group fight against a bunch of random enemies. Oh, hello. Yep, it's you. You're greener than before.
I've got a really bad feeling about this. Where are you going?
I'll get back here. I usually beat Chronos in 5 minutes, give or take, so if this is anything like that, maybe I should be okay. Okay, we're doing pretty good on the DPS. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, Dohalim, Shion.
I could do this. Oh, now I'm real mad.
Oh, he's coming at me.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
It looks like you got this one covered. Obtain the
It's time! Ha! Watch me soar! Heavenly Crimson Blossom!
Yeah, get that good Mystic Art. Dang, that was a lot of damage.
Take this!
It's not in your dreams. Enemies immobilized. In here, I owe you, Sion.
Healing
is what my arts do best. All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction. Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Glacial Spear!
Hegemony Flare!
I never miss!
Oh, he's an over limit.
You picked the wrong fight!
Watch yourself. I sense incredible power.
Ow.
Thanks for the healing.
He's okay, but then he does like his one like sword spin attack does so much damage.
Too slow.
That one, yeah, there we go. We got this, we got this, we got this.
Anything in armor is all mine. I'm just getting started.
Not on my watch.
In a vine.
Let's put you out of your misery.
They're crumbling.
Now we beat the crap out.
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Shattering the pieces. Attacking blossom. Almost. That freaking does it.
Just finish him off.
Ignite. Now I'm in the groove. Super swallow. Now I'm in the groove. That freaking does it.
Where are you?
Wait, did I just... Oh, I thought I died.
Get toasted.
That would have been not a very fun finish. Take that. Gosh. He kind of reminds me of Ravana from Final Fantasy XIV with all his swords and insect-like appearance. Wait. Oh, I forgot. He has a second form. I didn't think he'd have the second form in this fight, too. Does this count towards my 5 minutes? Oh my god. Well, okay, this is fantastic.
Now I'm in the groove. I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous.
At least he's not doing the spinny sword thing anymore.
Now you see what I can
All
do.
the power of my healing arts.
Get away from me.
Inspiration.
Sorry, brother.
Stop aiming at me.
Talon Hurricane.
Get back here.
You get by the
Radiant Light. Boost of regeneration. Regenerate.
Oh, jeez.
Winds of power and free force. Sleep now. Don't mind if I do.
Negative
He's running around too much.
So much for sitting this fight out. That wouldn't be a complaint, I think. Nope, that is silly. Armor
Like, once we start comboing him, he's okay.
Super Swallow Dance! Glimmer! Now I'm in the groove! Almost! First strike! Talon Hurricane! Glimmer! All good dance straight to an end. Shouldn't have messed with me! Dark Wind!
Corruption. Let the marksman handle Thunder Field.
Turn to ash!
Dang it. He's too fast for me to do my good Mystic Art.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Rolling struggle.
Burn in hell!
Winds of heaven. First
I'll
force.
smash you! Hegemony Flare! I'm sorry to be a bother.
Thank you. We've all got enough of it.
Yes, ma'am. Now or never. Can't get out of this!
By the power of will. Blah, blah, blah. Far enough. Coming through. Don't mind if I do.
Watch yourself.
Ah.
Sense incredible power.
Ow, 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 ow. Get away from me. Get away from me.
Inspiration! I can do now you see what I can do! Hegemony burn in hell! Now I'm in the groove! Glimmer Dragon! Watch this! Turn to ash! Time to feel some hurt!
Nice.
Anything in armor is all mine!
Let's finish him right here, right now. All out attack, come on. Okay, now you're down for good. You better not have a third form. Did I get the time limit? Let's see. Ooh. Astral Flower, yeah. And then... 5 minutes 27 seconds! I was half a minute over. Do I still get the skit though? No. Well, I guess that means we have to go back in, guys. I'm kind of afraid of dying, so I think I'm gonna equip these revival rings. Actually, no, you need a Mystic Crest. You need to cast faster. You two have fairy rings because I need to decrease my CP consumption. See, ideally everyone would have a revive ring because I'm so afraid of the revival, but because if they die I can't use a life bottle. They have to manually cast it, and if Shion and Dohalim go down I'm done. I think I could do it though. I need to go harder on the first phase because I know that I know there's a second phase. This dude.
This one will be difficult to predict.
God, he's already moving out of the way.
Sleep now. The flashing parts are weak. Freeze Lancer. Anything in armor is all mine. There you go. Don't let up. Thunderblade.
I'm on. I'm just getting storm. Talon Hurricane. Turn to ash. What's this?
Lunar Corruption.
Super Swallow Dance.
Lunar Blast.
Turn to ash. Can't get out of this. That freaking does it. The flame inside me yearns to be
Enemies immobilized.
Talon Hurricane. Turn to ash.
Someone heal me, please.
You picked the wrong fight. Turn to ash.
Come on, you guys aren't gonna heal me? Seriously?
Inspiration.
Get away from me.
Charging us.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind
Maybe I should save Kisara's burst
Leave it to you.
strike for when it charges at me.
Super Swallow Dance. I'm ready.
No, I'm in the middle of my mystic art. Don't get me.
And I'll stop your life. From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life. In a vine, I can carve through armor. Rhapsody of darkness.
Oh, I want to do the good mystic art. That first strike stopped me.
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life.
Ow.
Inspiration.
Oh, jeez. I didn't think he'd hit me from range there. Gosh. I don't think I'll make the time limit. Okay, keep healing me, guys. Maybe I should switch to maybe I should switch my strategy to a more heal-heavy one. Okay, I gotta get out of here. Don't hit me from here. Okay, get him.
The sooner you stop thanking, the sooner you can start helping.
I mean, yes, sir.
Oh, jeez. Go, Halim.
Now you see what I can do. Down on the ground. Soaring now in the groove.
Not on my watch.
Enemy blast. You picked the wrong fight.
Get him.
Far enough. Outstanding form. They're not saying get toasty.
Bird strike.
This better not count towards my time limit.
No further! Talon Hurricane! Turn to ash! Watch it!
I think the second phase, aside from him running around, he hits not as hard as the first one.
Now I'm real mad!
I
Companion.
never miss. Freezing swallow dead. Blah blah blah.
I'll finish you here and now! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Last minute I've done it! This one's all mine! Too slow! Not today! Now I'm in the groove! Take this! Watch this! Elusive, prepare to be seized! All good things come to an end.
Of your movement is simply incredible.
Far enough! Turn to ash!
Hold on to your heart.
Inspiration! I can do brilliant light! Burst of regeneration! Regeneration! Watch it!
Another incantation ruined.
You picked the wrong fight!
I'll smash you! Negative getting onward!
Do it!
Shion!
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Let me show you what my art is.
Watch this!
Get him! Get him, get him, get him.
I'll finish you in a bind! Talon Hurricane!
The enemy's open.
It's in the sky, it's mine!
Anything in armor is all mine! Elusive deity!
They're crumbling!
Now beat the crap out of me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
He's an over limit. No! Get him, Alphen.
They're not playing around!
Get him, Kisara.
Flame of
Stop roaring!
Watch this! Take this! You should have messed with me! Anything in armor is all mine! Now you see what I can do! Breath of life! Heal my weary companion! Turn to ash! All finish! It's time! Ha! Watch me soar! Heavenly Crimson Blossom!
Come on. Stop loading.
Awaken and wreak havoc!
Come on. Come on. We're not gonna make it. 5 minutes is way too steep. Oh, jeez. Get him.
Look sharp!
Oh, I don't think I made it. Ah. Oh, that was actually faster than the last time by like 7-8 seconds. It still wasn't enough. Ugh. See, one option I have, but I'm kind of afraid to do this, is I could turn on the artifact I have that plus 100% damage dealt and received. But I feel like if I do that, he's going to kill me really quickly. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time. If it doesn't work out, maybe I'll have to do it on my own time. I just have to get really good at dodging.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Clear for us!
Eat this!
This one's mine!
Exploit the enemy's weakness!
Let the marksman handle this.
Enemy flare! Armor won't save you! No further! Now I'm in the groove!
Will this help?
Test it!
What would I do without
No dawn shall break!
I'll stop its charge! Thanks, Kisara!
Far enough! I can do... Hurricane!
Not in your dreams!
Pull myself together! Enemy flare! Now take this! I can carve through armor!
Damn it! Here goes!
Brilliant now I'm in the groove! Can't get out of this!
Razor Lightning!
Turn to ash!
Celestial Hammer!
All fist one's all mine.
You picked the wrong fight.
Eagle Ray. Take Bolero. Can you take it? It's go time. Armor won't save you. Captain on the ground.
Yeah.
Now in the groove.
Do it! Kiro! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life.
Ooh, we are burning him down.
Hegemony blast. Super swallow dash. Time to steal some
Ooh. Wow, we are really hitting him this time. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm targeting the cores more specifically, and the other fights I was kind of letting myself hit them naturally.
in a bind. All good things come to an end.
Ow.
Talon hurricane.
Yeah, I gotta heal.
Raging Inspiration. I could do this all day. I can carve through armor. Eat that.
Ooh, nice counter strike.
Talon hurricane. I'm on a roll now.
You picked the wrong fight.
Oh, now I'm real mad. Turn back. It's time. Ha! Watch me soar. Heavenly Crimson Blossom. Can't get out of this. Ready and go. Now I'm in Shion.
Oh.
Get toasty!
Burn
Okay,
strike.
Shion, heal yourself right away. Still can't believe this guy's a second form. It's so unfair.
Show you what my
Talon
heart
hurricane.
Rise and shine!
Inspiration. I can do this.
This one's mine!
Talon hurricane.
Blah blah blah! Air
I can handle it.
Blah blah blah!
Denied. Talon hurricane. Watch you. Talon hurricane.
Glacial spear! Piercing
Hegemony blast. Almost a regeneration.
Stop charging at me.
Hurricane. Regenerate.
I need to save Kisara's thing next time, but I'm...
Free from regret.
Super swallow dash.
Free from regret.
Super swallow. Take that.
Do it if you require.
Talon hurricane. In a bind.
Radiant
Now I'm in the groove. Talon hurricane. Can you take it?
This one's mine.
Hegemony blast. I'll run you through. I'm on defeat flame. Ready and raring. Talon hurricane. Hear my call. Turn back. Talon hurricane. In a bind. I'm on. The enemy's open.
Do it!
Run well. Demon's descent. Flashing fang. Talon hurricane. Ready to go.
Ready to go! Healing
Let's go.
It looks like you thought this was covered.
It's on. This one's mine.
I never miss. I'm watching. Not on my watch. Vanquish.
Move.
Elusive deity.
Burning strike.
Tornado drive.
Blah blah blah.
Almost.
Spread.
Benediction light.
Burning change. Blah blah blah.
Oh, now I'm real mad.
Water. Here's my
In a bind. Elusive deity. Anything in armor is all mine. I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'll crush you! Super swallow! I'm on a roll now! Why thank you, your lordship.
And will you lay down your life for your lord?
Well, I mean, hey, let's not be hasty.
Oh, come on, come on, come on! Everyone, use your burst darts right now. Yes. Eat that. Oh. Okay, that has to be 5 minutes. That has to be 5 minutes. That has to be 5 minutes. What? My previous one was faster, but I burned down his first phase so quickly. Okay, we'll revisit this later. Dang. Can't believe it. Maybe I should do the double damage thing. Do double damage, take double damage.
That was quite the little adventure.
If he doesn't destroy us outright.
She's pretty cute.
Who are you looking at? Quit gawking and let's go.
Ow!
Okay, so this one is the boss rush. So we're gonna fight all 5 of the lords back to back, then we fight them all together, and then we fight a level 100 Zephyr.
Is this Glanamy Castle?
I can hardly believe it, but there's Balsif.
It would seem this device is no sham. Ready yourselves. Our foe is spoiling for a fight.
So people said they beat this one on at level 85 or so I should be totally fine, and more than fine actually. Loading, 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 loading.
So this is Calaglia's lord.
Holy crap, this guy's huge! You guys sure he's human?
It's definitely Balsif.
Oh, but my camera's all weird because Ifrit's huge.
You don't have a master to protect you this time. One wrong move, and you could be in real trouble.
I know. Still, back then I didn't even know who I really was. I'm excited to see just how strong I've gotten since the last time we fought.
Oh, stop it.
That monster's attacking! Look out!
Take this! Yeah, appreciate the concern.
I can't see Ifrit!
That fire monster's causing us a lot of
Stop!
trouble.
Wait, why is he specifically targeting me?
Take a crack at it! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Feel my weary companion! Watch it! Primed and ready! Where are you going? Now! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade! Shine! Radiant light! Regeneration! Hegemony burn! Let us take to the
You're in trouble now.
No, you're not.
Things come to an
Or
end.
you're in trouble, not me. Ow, 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 ow. Never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind. Oh, we gotta get in the ceiling circle. Gotta get behind him. The tidal wave is going off while he's doing this.
Can't get out of this!
He didn't hit any of us.
I'll smash you! I'm sorry. One final push.
Oh, get away, get away.
I'll do my best not to disappoint.
I still think it's so unfair that the first boss of the game, which was Balsif here, they also threw in the frickin' Ifrit avatar in the background. Like, it's so not fair.
Consider yourself finished.
See ya, big guy. So do I have to talk to the guy between each run, or do they just throw me into the next one? That's what I don't know. You're loading me back in. Oh, never mind.
Wait, it isn't over yet? Speak of the... Isn't that...
Ugh, this guy. Hate this dude.
Ganabelt. That's one way to meet him again.
Can't stand the sight of his face. But boy, I can't wait to punch it again!
Yes. Punch him.
Law, are you okay?
I'm fine. We've moved way beyond this guy at this point, haven't we, Al?
That's right. It'll take a lot more than the likes of him to even come close to taking us down.
Maybe some stupid fancy, but I'll still put him in his place.
In that case, there's no way we can lose. Don't mind if I do.
Preparing by every attack. Leave this to me. I'll take him down. Anything in armor is all mine. I think not. Ganabelt!
I totally forgot about that part.
Now you see what I can do.
You suck, Annabelle.
Magic is there.
Swallow
Holy
dance.
land. You get the best. Divine savior.
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Back into the fray.
Drink deep the despair.
He's channeling astral energy.
Damn it. Can't get any closer.
I remember how
This keeps up.
BS this part of the fight was the first time we did it. Like, there's no way we'd be able to kill more than one of these duplicates at a time. Look at us now, though. Look at us now.
No further. Gentlemen, ready and raring. I'll smash you. Whilst thou art
Can't see anything.
Position, precision, timing. All a perfect 10.
That's it?
You take care of your fire.
Lightning. You try my...
Oh, we actually got him to stop his mystic art. I thought we still had one guy left. Oh, he's... Ow.
Some kind of moving illusion?
Who cares? Just knock them all down. In a bind.
Ow. Is there still another one? No.
Just getting started.
Someone heal me.
And will you lay down your life for your
Drink. Well, I mean, hey, let's not waste.
Hold on to your art. Here I come.
Still going? I'll finish him first. I can carve through armor.
Water astral energy.
Super
Whilst
slow dance of despair consumes.
Rise and shine.
Yeah, I gotta top myself off before his attack.
Whilst thou art cursed to inspire to nothing. Far enough.
Come on, get him. Law, come on. Yes.
Demons descend. Flashing fang.
Eat this. Yeah, you and your stupid face.
And now Menencia.
Looks like we're doing these fights in order.
Ugh, this feels freaky when we've got the real one standing right here.
It is only an illusion. Do not let it give you pause.
Oh, I wasn't going to.
Okay, Shion.
Yeah, let's finish him off quick.
Doleem's like, oh,
Come on. Getting yourself in a tizzy won't solve anything. Let's go.
no hesitation on anyone's part.
It pains me to think how terrible I once acted. The Lord.
It's okay. The fact that you know better now is all that matters.
The music's different.
If I hit the real you, right?
Likewise, should I accidentally
Law.
I was joking.
I mean, you guys are lucky there's no friendly fire, because you're all, like, throwing spells around and jumping around everywhere.
That rock is huge.
Watch out, everyone!
This must be like, could you imagine how hard this would be if you're actually doing it? Just in terms of like, there's two identical Dohalims on the field and you're so... I'd be so afraid of hitting the wrong one if this was like an actual situation, I mean.
In a bind.
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here.
Ow, I forgot he does the stupid charging thing.
Nothing gets through me. This I swear.
I can't tell which one I'm hitting. I keep trying to dodge our Dohalim's attacks.
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade. Can't get out of this! Watch yourself! Incredible power! Through armor!
Wait, I'm an overlimit. Oh, can I not Mystic Art while he's doing his? I keep trying to, but it's not working.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dohalim! All yours, Kisara!
That was a pretty fitting finish. Now it's Almagia with her pet. We never fight her by herself.
So this really is the next place. Are you going to be okay, Rinwell?
Yeah. The past can't hurt me with my friends at my side.
Then let the pummeling commence!
She's just an illusion. My feelings are what's real.
Nice to see that even as a phantom, she's still as despicable as ever.
That's the way she appears to us. Guess it's a sign of just how fondly we all remember her.
You don't think she could be acting even worse than before because of our memories of her, do you?
Who cares? She was horrible then and she's still horrible now.
You're not wrong. I might also add that her companion monsters remain the same.
Then we'll just stick to what we did before. Let's
Monsters, plural. Does she summon her other dudes?
I'll finish you here and now! There you go! I feel like me
The
again!
waters of creation.
Captivity!
Dance in water way. One more time. Here's a healing art. It looks like you've got this one covered.
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I guess.
No, that is silly. I'm just getting started!
I guess we should target her weak spots. She's got two.
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready.
Her laugh, I forgot. Still silly sounding as ever.
Armor won't save you. Watch this. Enemy flash.
This one's mine.
Like, I think her laugh was... Like, I'm not hating on her voice actors. I feel like it was intentionally supposed to be, like,
Get toasty.
very haughty. Get her.
Glacial spear. Here's evil.
When did I get? They're attacking separately. Can't let him hit on her.
Keep an eye on her.
So I don't understand, again, when they separate, I still can't target her, so it doesn't really matter.
Now you see what I can
Like, there's really no point in her having a health bar
She's no stranger
with
to
actual
I can take care of that.
HP. I can't even get Rinwell to suck up her art and cancel it.
awaken and wreak havoc. All good things come to an end.
That looks bad.
Wits about you, people.
At least once we kill Mesmald, we don't actually have to kill Almagia. That's one good thing.
Now you see what I can do. Well,
I'll never forgive you.
What?
I'll take you down.
Well, that face, I forgot.
Don't mind if I do.
Camera, please. I don't need to see up Mesmal's butt.
Leave the enemy's arcs to me.
Get back here.
I can carve through. I'm on a roll now. Can you take it? Come on.
Alright, there you go.
Can't
Don't
get out
let
of.
up.
I'm ready.
Now,
Demon's Descent. Flashing Fang.
Alright. One lord left. Frickin' Sephiroth here.
Of course he's next.
Not to be indelicate, but we did say we wanted another shot at the man.
No, we didn't, because we know what happens during the ending of the game.
We'll beat him. I won't back down before some mere illusion.
Remember, we're right here with you.
yeah, we're all in this together.
Let's kick his ass and go back to reality together.
Well, Alphen, watch your language. Do we have to do both of his
Doesn't feel like
forms?
the Sovereign's power this time. It's even stronger.
Is it our memories of him that are making him so strong?
He was always strong. But even so, we
I mean, these fights are basically what the Wandering Minstrel does in Final Fantasy XIV. It's like, let's reminisce about the fight and make it 10 times harder.
Question of whether to flee or
And do like extreme version or savage version or whatever.
Let's break him into pieces. Rending you apart. I'll finish you here and now. I'll smash you. This one's all mine. You picked the wrong fight. I'm on a roll now.
It's going down pretty quickly. I feel like we will have to do a second form.
Resonate with the Awaken and he just won't stay still. If you can draw his attention, I'll pin him down. Take this. No further.
Nice.
Did we get him?
He's open. Let's go. Super Swallow Dance. Now you see what I can do. Eat this. I'm ready.
Get toasty!
Burn strike.
Magic is what's he planning?
Damn it! It's too fast!
This looks bad.
Stand back.
We've got to
I'll
stop
trip
him.
it up.
Far enough. Here's evil. In here.
All mine.
This one's mine!
I'll be taking everyone.
Take this! Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying. Eyes on the ground! Here it comes!
Damn it! Don't take your attention off
His Mystic Art was probably one of the easiest ones to dodge, actually.
Take this. Die. In a bind.
Take this.
Now you see what I can do.
Hold on to your annihilation. Here I come.
Hegemony blast. Watch
I'll
this.
bring you down.
All good things can't get out of this.
The waters of creation I would handle it. Can do. Chocolate.
Whatever you're doing seems to work.
It's simple. Punches like can't punch anymore.
I almost feel sorry for your opponent.
Armor won't save you. Take this.
Now this...
And we got him.
No further. Watch yourself. Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Oh, do we do not have to do a second phase? Not that I'm complaining. Do I go right into the next part, or... Oh. Oh yeah, we do have to do a second phase, okay. Wait, oh, this is the part here, okay. Oh, freaking Mesmald.
Come on, we took them all out. Why isn't this over?
This is getting ridiculous.
See, it's such a
What's
shame
going on here?
we didn't get
This never happened
the
in
Five
the real
Lords
world.
interacting much with each other.
Is it the researchers doing?
Either that, or deep down, someone among us wants a greater challenge.
Which one of you wanted the challenge? Which one of you wished this?
Well, thanks a bunch, whoever you are.
I hope it's not me. Whatever the case.
Oh, I don't see
Win or
Dohalim.
we lose. And I'd take a win over a loss any day.
I don't see the other Dohalim. Okay, so we don't actually fight them all at once, thank gosh. You fight them
Something
two
like
at a
this
time.
Had to have been dreamt up by Alpha, right?
Do I look
Which is okay, because like it's not that I'd like to fight all four at once, but
admittedly I may
like Mesmald's so freaking big and there's gonna be so much going on the screen. It's a bit of a shame there isn't a 4-on-4 fight in this game. Like the cameo fight didn't have one either.
Calm yourself. They may be strong, but they're
I
scattered
can
apart.
take care of Balsa first because his attacks have a wide range.
Are you serious right now?
Absolutely.
Well, then I guess losing's not an option.
damn right it's not. Let's move, guys.
Do you know who I bet wished this? It was Hoodle. I bet it was Hoodle who wished this upon us. Hoodle was like, no, I want to get a bigger challenge for these guys.
That'll bring you down.
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! Down on the ground! Take this!
We're burning them down quicker.
You're doing seems to work.
I think they have less HP or less defense than individually.
I almost feel sorry for your...
Also, there's no Ifrit.
Get toasty.
Okay, you're gone.
Right. Next
Okay,
one.
next up, let's get Almadria out of the way. Actually, should I get Ganymede? He's already low. Maybe we should save Mesmal for last. Because he's just annoying to hit. I mean, I can kind of get both of them at once, just because Mesmal's so big, he'll just take a bunch of extra.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! You'll pay! Xion!
Get toasty.
Burn strike! Just getting started! I can carve through armor!
I can handle it.
Drink deep the despair!
He probably doesn't summon his clones either.
I, who am united with the abyss, was all mine! Hegemony flare! Whilst the depths of despair consume me!
In here.
Command all the astral plane!
Gosh, there's so much going on. Well, we are burning down Mesmal unintentionally.
I'll smash you!
Here, let me help.
Come on, we can stop him. We can stop his Mystic Art.
Divine lightning!
Ah!
Is imminent! Indignation!
Ow!
Inspiration! I can do Drink deep the despair! Who am united
Oh, he's casting it again. At least Indignation has a long incantation, as per most Tales games, except for like Legendia, where they in Legendia they like demoted it.
Way to go.
Okay, well Almadria is low, so let's go for her.
Take that!
Now.
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
I never miss.
Now take
Okay,
this!
someone heal.
Inspiration! I can do this all day!
What's going on? There's so much going on.
Breath of life! Heal my weary companion! Entertain! Heal my weary companion! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Shine! Radiant light! An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
Now I'm in the groove! Hegemony! I'm on it! Burn! I'll finish you here and now! No further!
Do it. More stockpile.
Okay, that was weird.
Now I'm in the groove.
Leave the ensnaring to me. Enjoy it.
Yeah, and totally to me. Take this. In a bind.
Sleep now.
Talon Hurricane.
Alright, it's showtime!
Now you see what I can. I'll finish you here and now.
Don't mind if I do. Hear my call!
Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying. Now this is enjoyable.
Ah, so much water.
Now, are you ready to
You know, aside from Balsaf and Ganabel, the other lords don't really represent their elements too much. I mean, Volran represents water for his first fight, but then after that he just kind of throws it out the window and... Wait, he's at 1. Come on, let's get him.
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Yeah, take that. Stupid Volran. So here we are, the ultimate boss. And you just had to. You just had to. Like, of all things, like, come on, game. Did you really?
It can't be. Is there someone left besides Balsaf?
Come on, Zephyr, if you were this strong, you could have saved yourself.
Dad?
You've done well to make it this far. Don't speak. Save your strength. You've learned much along the way. Now, demonstrate it to me.
What's going on? Why are we fighting Zephyr?
I don't know. Has that contraption even pit us against foes we've never faced?
Keep it together, Law.
Illusion or not, we wouldn't want to embarrass ourselves in front of Zephyr.
Yeah, you're right. No sense in holding back. All right, Dad. Here's one to remember me by. Begin. I'm just getting started.
Here, fresh!
Leave the charges to me. I'm on it.
Don't mind if I do.
That freaking does it. Invisible
I never miss!
Begin this. Negative gate. Attack time. Don't burn.
Get on in there with the others!
Super swallow
Hey,
dance.
let's get them!
I'll finish you here and now. Take this.
He doesn't seem that hard. He doesn't really have many new attack animations. He didn't have a big moveset when he was playable, or not playable, but a guest character.
I'll smash you! Super swallow dance! I'm on these can't get out of this! Eat dirt! Hegemony flag! I'm ready!
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
By the power of
Did you see that, Dad?
I did. You've grown beyond my wildest
Aw,
dreams.
Zephyr.
It's about time I laid down a little parental authority.
Yeah, show us your mystic art. You got one, right?
If you really think you can.
It feels like the air is trembling.
Yes, Zephyr's not messing around.
It's like Dad's lightning attack. Eat this! Don't burn your guts every time!
Oh, I'm in overlimit too now. Oh, gotta heal. Wait, did we knock him out of his mystic art? I want to let him get it off because I want to see it. Is that it? Come on, Zephyr.
I know you, Dion.
Healing is what my arts do best.
All mine.
Brace yourself! Get lost! Exquisite Thunder Punch!
That was a little underwhelming.
I think she was this powerful.
My shield's as good as useless.
I'm impressed I made it this far. I really got it. I'm on it. Swallow dead. Penumbra. Now I'm in the groove.
Next thing you know, they'll try to make us fight Miguel, even though we never got like a fighting model of him.
You do not want to make me angry.
If Miguel was created from our memories, he would be like uber powerful just because of Kisara alone and her respect for her brother. Law just shouts bastard because he punches his dad. We're just recreating our first encounter at Law, that's all. Oh, come on, I was just about to Mystic Arts you. Okay, we're gonna life bottle because I don't wanna be dead when we kill him. Oh, hi.
Get lost. Use it, Thunder Punch.
I'm on that. Don't watch it.
You've grown strong.
One hit. Super swallow down.
Where are you going?
Armor won't save. Watch this. I'm ready. Heaving descent. Flashing fang.
Dad.
You've gotten stronger, Law.
Not on my own. I had a lot of help.
I can see. Alphen, Shion, Rinwell. I see some other new companions as well. You've all found your own way forward. Heck, I've nothing left to teach you guys, have I?
Zephyr.
Aw, Zephyr.
Dad, I want you to know.
Save it, son. This won't be the last we see of one another. It will be for now, though.
Dad!
Keep moving forward. Never look back. And never lose heart.
Zephyr! I know I said I didn't really want, like, to interact with Zephyr again after his death because it would cheapen it, but that was nice.
You did good. Afraid I can't.
Give us some upgrades. I wonder, if I test it out again, do I see the same cutscenes, or... Probably not. There's probably no cutscene, kind of like when you refight Kronos or
I don't sense any more enemies.
Edna and Aizen. Yeah, I got a platinum. I didn't platinum the game in a long time. Just because most games don't really catch my interest enough, or they're like really, really grindy trophies, and I'm like, I'm done with this game. What happens if I talk to him again? No thank you.
Afraid not.
I feel like there's no cutscenes anyways. Ooh. Okay, I mean, that wasn't bad at all, now that I'm level 100. So, they're not gonna skip for doing that? Well, I think you get a skip for, after doing all the side quests, if you go and camp out a couple times, you'll get a skip, but it's semi-random. Like, Rinwell might not bring it up, because she's the one who talks about, like, chronicling the journey. So some people said that they had to camp out, like, a couple times in a row until they got the skit, but let's see if we can get it. Then let's go back to the Coliseum.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
You guys want to rest here?
If only I'd beaten the sword dancer
Something
in the
smells
arena.
nice. It's probably the accessory I picked up earlier. It uses
Mind if I join you, Law?
Because otherwise, finishing off the entire Let's Play with Zephyr would have been kind of a nice finish, but we still have just a couple things left to do in that arena. Look at these two dorks. Oh, I love them.
Don't you think we're both getting pretty strong now?
No
I feel
skip.
pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Because we got all the enemies now. I think that's what triggers it. So Phantom Zephyr. Oh, he dropped unyielding braces. Oh, those must be weapons for Law. But my Devil's Arms is pretty strong already. Phantom of Zephyr, reconstructed by the memory recreation machine. Despite supposedly being nothing but an illusion, he nonetheless spoke to the party, eager to challenge them so he could feel for himself just how far everyone had grown as fighters and liberators of Dana. Aw, Zephyr. This dude. Yeah. Don't like this guy. These two. Yeah. Promptly subdued by a now emotionally resilient Rinwell and her arts. I do like some of the personal connections some of these characters had with the antagonists in this game. That's something that's been missing from a few of the latest Tales games. Even though I don't think it's as good, again, as like Symphonia and Abyss, where they had like recurring character foils to the protagonists. Should he be worried that his companions were just as merciless? This guy. After overcoming great sadness and his desire for revenge, Law was able to face him once again calm and composed. Why does the Fire Avatar get a separate entry, and Mesbald and Almadria are separate? It's kind of sad that Balsef is the only one who doesn't appear in the opening sequence of the Five Lords. Speaking of the opening sequence, it kind of annoys me a little bit that every time I boot up the game now, it plays the second opening sequence, which is fine, but the second opening sequence has such like chill, quiet music that doesn't really go along with any of the action animations. I like the first opening sequence, but I feel like I need to start a new game to have that one play again. Otherwise, you have to wait to get to the title screen after playing the second opening, and then wait, and then eventually you'll play the first one again. But who has time for that? There's very few games where I actually wait and watch the opening sequence every time I boot it up, just because they have really good ones. All right, and does the Sword Dancer dude, the second one, not appear in my enemy entries? Or maybe he's not considered a gigant. Oh, here he is, of course. Mysterious creature with a strange fixation on swords that delights in felling other sword fighters it meets. So tenacious is it that not even removing its legs is enough to take it out of commission during a fight. Yeah, dang. I already looked at these guys' entries. Okay, let's go back to the arena. So, I got skits in a previous episode after clearing the arena with Law and Shion, and that's because I made it within the time limit. So that means I actually have to do the solo battles for everyone else until I can get it within the time limit. How bad is it if I do turn on double damage, though? That's what I'm wondering. Maybe that will be a boon to me. I guess we'll find out, because you do get skits for doing each of those, and those are the only skits I'm missing in the game. And I'm a higher level now than when I attempted them, so that should help. So, Alphen was 44 seconds over. Maybe I should try it without the double damage, just to see what it's like, because I don't want to feel like I'm cheating. I'm gonna set a record.
shock! Stardust! My turn! Stardust! Rising Falcon! Rising Falcon! Vacuum Blades! Blow away! Vacuum Blades! Plasma Shock! Plasma Shock! Stardust! Rising Falcon! I'm not done! Strut! Here I come! I'm not done! It's over! Burn! I'm not done! Plasma Shock! Take this! Rising Falcon!
Guy has so much HP.
Plasma Shock! Stardust! There! Vacuum Blades! Plasma Shock! Rising Vacuum Blades! Raining I'm not
Stop moving.
Strike! It's on! Burn in hell! Plasma Shock! Stardust! Rising Falcon! Vacuum
Look at those
Blade!
crits.
Plasma
Once I get a good combo going.
Stardust!
I can't believe this guy, is he doing like perfect dodges on me? Because he keeps evading and then he flashes white for a second. You can't use that on me, that's my skill.
Shock! Take this! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Stardust! Rising Falcon!
Wait, there's more? Oh, dang, I shouldn't have used all my HP on those attacks. I forgot.
Vacuum Blades! Plasma Shock! Stardust!
I might die.
Rising Falcon!
I was like, oh, there's only one more enemy, I'll just use my HP on all these break attacks.
Plasma Shock! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Rising Vacuum Blades! There!
Okay.
Plasma Shock! Rising Falcon!
Move!
Plasma Shock!
Almost died.
Rising Falcon! Try harder! My turn!
Oh. I feel like Rinwell's still gonna be a pain in the butt to do hers. Okay, I did it.
Damn, I can't believe I'm still standing after that.
Nice, Alphen! You did it!
You cleared the solo fights! That's amazing!
Are you all right? You're not hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. Just a little wiped is all. Truth be told, I'm just glad to see all that hard training paid off in the end.
That was simply marvelous, Alphen. Were I still a lord, I would happily extend an invitation to join the Menancian Guards.
Now that would have been interesting. I bet he would have made a good guardsman.
Sure. But then we wouldn't have him with us to complete our quest.
True. There'd still be a lot of walls for us to tear down if I left to join the Guardsmen.
A valid point, and one that I hadn't considered. Forget that I ever said anything.
I'm only as strong as I am today because of all of you. Everything we've done as a group brought me here. I can't even begin to say how thankful I am to know each and every one of you. Truly. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, that would have been a good skit to round out the game as well. Darn it. I should plan this out better. Okay, Dohalim, you're next.
Discourteous, aren't you?
The Tempest engulfs you! Elusive deity! Eagle Rage!
Leave the agile ones to me.
Eagle Rage! I'll grind you into dust! Elusive deity! Soaring blast! Can you take it? Take this! What? All in order.
Can you take it? Dance on the wind! Elusive deity! Demon lance! Eagle ray! Take this! Dance on the wind! Ha! Don't get carried away! You missed! The tempest engulfs you! Form a line! Plenty for you all! Soaring blast! Eagle ray! The tempest engulfs you! Elusive deity! You require a hand. No further! Elusive deity! Soaring blast! Dance on the wind! I'll face you! Begin! And prepare to be sealed! How anticlimactic! Soaring blast! I'll face you! Dance on the wind! I'll grind you into dust!
Ah, this dude again.
Crescent flash! Seismic rupture! The tempest engulfs you! Elusive deity! No dawn shall break this night! Eagle rage! Ha! Crescent flash! Seismic rupture! You require a hand. In a bind?
What? How did I miss with that?
Can you take
I thought that thing just hits anything on the field.
Crescent flash! The tempest engulfs you! Take this!
But for you, this should be the last enemy, right? I don't think the Mantis comes after you,
Demon lance!
since you fought 3 waves already.
Begin!
Come back!
Seismic rupture!
This thing is perfect dodging me. That's so unfair.
Seismic
Enemies
rupture!
can't use my skills.
Elusive deity! Soaring blast! Can you take it? Does it hurt? The tempest engulfs you! Crescent flash! Elusive! I'll grind you into dust! I'll grind you into dust!
Oh, come on.
The earth throbs in pain. Begin! Dance on the wind! Elusive deity! Soaring blast! Eagle ray! You're mine! Dance on the wind! Elusive deity! Soaring blast! Ha! Take this! It's time! In a bind? The tempest engulfs you! Seismic rupture! Elusive deity! Begin! Soaring blast! Begin! I'll grind you into dust! Elusive deity! No dawn shall break this night! Crescent flash! Take this! Have this!
Get back here! Stop it!
I'll grind you into dust!
Trying to get a record here. Come on.
Crescent flash!
Okay, good. I got it.
I suppose that concludes the last of my training exercises.
Congratulations on clearing the solo fights, Dohalim. Not that I expected anything less.
Damn, you really are strong, man. You're not even breathing heavily or anything.
I'm honored you think so highly of me. But to be quite frank, the fact that I can hold my own in solo combat is hardly newsworthy.
Yeah, but it's still a testament to why you were picked to be a lord. No ordinary Renan has got that kind of strength.
That isn't saying much, considering how I let my skills rust while in charge of Eldam and Encia.
Still as modest as ever.
It's okay to take a compliment every now and again.
He's like humble bragging.
As I've traveled the world with everyone, I've come to realize what a good realm Menancia ultimately is. These training grounds are part of the reason why it's good. You had them built to make this realm a better place for everyone, didn't you?
I suppose when you put it like that, I did have my reasons for having this facility erected, yes. Looking back on things, it's clear I should have tried out these exercises for myself, at least once during my reign as Lord.
Why do you say that?
Because the training itself skews too heavily in favor of refining only the basics. Its actual applications are rather limited. It would be nice if there was at least one more higher level of training, in my humble opinion.
You do realize that everyone who trains here is not going to be as skilled a fighter as you are, right, Dohalim?
Okay, let's do Kisara next, because I'm going to save Rinwell for last, because I feel like it's going to be hard. Oh, I actually only got 5 minutes 44 seconds when I did it with her before, so this should be a breeze.
I'll do my best. Glacial Pyre! Inferno Crossing! Glacial Pyre! Take cover when it curls up! Inferno! Enough! Nice try! Look sharp! Plenty left! Inferno Crossing!
She's just so tanky, you don't even need to
On guard!
even guard.
Inferno Crossing! Glacial Pyre!
I wish her attacks were a bit faster though,
Inferno
because
Crossing!
if I miss, it's like, well, I'm stuck here
Glacial
forever.
Pyre! I'm ready! Far enough!
At least these guys are weak against ice.
Glacial Pyre!
Just spam Glacial Pyre.
Better if you don't get out. Inferno Crossing! Glacial Pyre! Who's next? Glacial Pyre! Ready to go! Far enough! Glacial Pyre! Arrest! Down! Glacial Pyre!
Oh dang.
Inferno Crossing!
If I get poisoned by this guy, that's gonna be over.
On guard!
I can't
On guard!
evade with you.
Glacial Pyre! Inferno Crossing!
Oh god, I'm poisoned, I'm poisoned, I'm poisoned. Can I change my equipment here?
Glacial Pyre!
Not that equipping it after the fact helps, but
On guard! Guardian Field! Alright.
I'll just out-heal it.
I'm ready to go! Plenty left! Take this! Inferno Crossing! Glacial Pyre! Guardian Field! I'm ready to go! This one's mine! Glacial Pyre! Inferno Crossing! Light up the dark! Alright, let me out! Glacial Pyre! Inferno Crossing! Guardian Field! I'm ready to go!
get back here. Hey, don't you guard break me. Oh dang it, I should have saved it for...
Glacial Pyre!
Yeah, you're frozen now.
Glacial Pyre! Inferno Crossing! Light up the dark! I'm ready to go! I'm ready to go! I'm ready to go!
I didn't mean to cast that like 3 times in a row, but... Okay, so Rinwell's gonna be the real hard one. For me, at least.
I think I'll try to make that new recipe with this.
All right, but I'll decide how spicy it is.
Looks like I pulled through. Glad to see I can still do the guard proud.
I'd say what you've done will truly inspire the other guardsmen. Few of them enlisted today could do what you've accomplished here.
Man, being a guardsman sounds rough. You've still got to carry that kind of a weight on your shoulders even after you leave.
If only I'd reached this point sooner. Perhaps my brother would have opened up to me more while he was still alive. I feel like I failed him as a sister.
In hindsight, Miguel was always concerned for your well-being.
He was? I knew it. Of course he was. He must have thought I was far too weak to ever be a
As I recall, he worried that if he became too strong, any potential suitors would be frightened away.
Suitors?
Dohalim. Did you really think that was an appropriate topic to bring up right now?
Why? Was I out of line somehow?
I don't think you need to worry, Kisara. Everyone knows you're good at cooking.
Right, and you know how to fish, which means you can carry your own weight outdoors, too.
I don't know if telling her that is going to help in the way you guys think it will.
No, it's nice to hear that my skills are so appreciated, after all. Thank you, Alphen.
Oh. I suppose that makes you something of a wild guardsman, then.
Dohalim, please stop talking.
I was about to say, I was waiting for Dohalim or Lot to end the conversation by saying something dumb, but then Dohalim did it. Wait, I need to equip a poison charm on Rinwell. Even though Mystic Crest would be really helpful here, but... Where's my poison charm? Thanks, Kisara. I could use more of, like, Rinwell's physical, like, her non-magic spell attacks, but I don't really like using them. Really? I beat this in 6 minutes last time? It took forever, because I was dodging forever, so... Maybe I can do this.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. Raging Cascade! Spread!
I'm not even gonna dodge the spells, because I know she can take it.
It's a duel of the arts! Spread! Spread! I'm on a roll! Spread! Air thrust!
Unfortunately, she doesn't have any
Air thrust! Not on my watch!
dark spells against this guy, because he's light.
Here goes! Air thrust!
Oh, I was stuck inside him!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Blah blah blah! Air thrust! Blah blah blah! Air thrust!
It's when he rolls around, that's when I have...
Air thrust!
That's when I'm in danger.
Air thrust! You get the gist! Air thrust! You get the gist! Air thrust!
I guess I shouldn't spam the same spell over and over because it has diminishing returns, but
Dance in the
I like
wind!
Air Thrust.
Air thrust! Magic
It does good
is
tracking.
burning strike! The flames will roar! Burning strike! Magic is there! Burning strike! Blah blah blah! Spread! Blah blah blah! Air thrust! You get the gist! Air thrust! Blah blah blah! Spread! You get the gist! Air thrust! Blah blah blah! Burning strike! Hold on to your art! Not on my watch!
Okay, here... I'm gonna jump. Maybe that jumping will... Ow. And that's not what I want.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Magic is there! Burning strike! You get the gist! Spread! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Raging cascade! Spread! Blah blah blah! Magic! Burning strike! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Magic is there! Burning strike! Blah blah blah! Spread!
Ah,
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Magic is there! Burning strike! Blah blah blah! Spread! You get the gist! Air thrust! Art sealed! Not in your dreams! Air thrust! You get the gist! Spread! Blah blah blah! Burning strike!
yeah. Rinwell's just a spin champion.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Blah blah blah! Burning strike! Blah blah blah! Spread!
Well, you guys are out already.
Burning strike! Blah blah blah! Burning strike! Blah blah blah! Burning strike! You get the gist! Air thrust! You get the gist! Burning strike!
They dodged it.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Well, you guys are Earth,
Don't get in
not
my way.
not water.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Thunder field! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus roar!
Still alive.
Air thrust! Ready! Magic advance! Burning strike! Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, that went much better than the first time.
We did it, Hoodle! We crushed the competition!
Yeah, Hoodle's a champion.
You've gotten way stronger since we first met you in Calaglia, Rinwell.
You wouldn't think she's a hardened fighter from how excited she looks.
Nothing wrong with that. It's good to see her smiling.
Allah. Hoodle!
What's gotten into you?
Birds are sometimes known to act aggressively towards those who get close to their chosen partners. Perhaps something similar is taking place here.
Huh? What are you talking about? Nah, no way. I ain't interested in some tomboy like... Stop it! How do I get him to leave me alone?
Maybe he's just upset because you haven't congratulated her yet. Did you think of that, Law?
Wow, Rinwell! You did such a great job! You're so amazing!
What's gotten into you?
I'm just trying to compliment you on a job well done!
Look at him blush. Look at her blush.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, sure. You're welcome.
Hoodle, are you playing matchmaker now? Okay, revival ring on you. You get a revival ring. You guys stick with your fairy rings. Okay, let's see how bad the ultimate party arena is if I turn on double damage. Because on one hand, we'll kill him faster. On the other hand, he'll kill us faster. Wait, I didn't get a record on this one either? Actually, on any of these. Well, I mean, I did them when I was lower level. Okay, well... Okay, let's do it. This might be really bad.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Oh geez, Shion.
Here, let me help.
Get him.
Maelstrom! The flashing parts are weak points.
The fluidity of your movements is simply incredible.
Too slow!
Take it. Super
Ready and ready! Now I'm in the groove! Elusive deity! Almost! Too slow! Demon lash!
Let's put you out of your misery.
They come on a roll now! Super swallow dance! Hegemony flash!
Now!
Demon's descent!
Okay, maybe this isn't so bad. I mean, he's not really getting many hits on us.
Raging Luna Storm! Turn back!
Did we break both of his cores?
I can carve through armor! On your knees! Eat this!
Oh no, it's here. I thought we were attacking his arm. Okay, there we go.
Focus your attack!
Okay, maybe this was cheating, but I'll take it.
Time to congratulate me later.
Nothing much I can say to that.
Not on my watch!
That's enough! Masterful dash!
Here's another! Now!
Goodwill! Demon's descent! Flashing fang!
Come on, bring it on. Ugly. Seriously, he looks like Diaboromon from Digimon. Get his core. Oh dang.
So let's see what my arts can do.
Shattering of pieces! In a vine, hegemony flash!
Then once we stun him,
Talon hurricane!
we deal a huge burst of damage. Ow, 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 ow.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Good!
I'll leave it to you! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Talon hurricane!
Oh geez, everyone's dying.
Inside me, you're far enough! Do it! I'm ready!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Yeah, stun him so we can heal.
Yeah, appreciate the concern. The sooner you stop thinking, the sooner you can start helping. I mean, yes, sir.
Oh, he's over limit.
Take this!
Inspiration!
They're not playing around.
Oh no, don't come at me. Ow, ow. Ew.
I couldn't make it in time.
I should have dodged first.
I never miss.
Someone heal.
Forgive me.
Go him. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this.
I'll finish you here and now! This one's all mine!
Here, let me help.
Turn back! Deny! I'm just kidding! Armor won't save you!
We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. All's good in the neighborhood.
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Okay, that has to be under 5 minutes, right? Yes! Dang. 3 minutes. That's what double damage. How the heck are you supposed to get 5 minutes normally? I get a skit after this, right? Yes.
That's what I like to see. Nice work, you guys. We really tore through those group battles.
We did great. And I'm just as amazed as everyone else, but was this really an efficient use of our time?
Oh, come on, Xion. I wasted so much time on
Considering
this.
what lies ahead on our journey, I'd say our time training here will prove valuable going forward.
Indeed. If we are to change things for the better, the challenges we face are ones that shall require us to fight at the absolute top of our abilities.
These exercises really brought home the fact that I'm not alone in this fight. That's enough to make this training worth it for me.
Why are you guys all acting so serious? We won those fights as a team! Come on, you should be way more excited! Give me a cheer!
Yeah.
You're right. What we did here is more than just proof of how far we've come and how much we've grown. It proved the strength of our bonds together. I'm sorry. I guess I shouldn't worry so much.
You needn't apologize. At any rate, I think a small toast is in order for us this evening.
In that case, I'll make sure to cook something extra special for dinner as well.
You guys, you're not listening to me!
We hear you, Law, don't worry. Once we've actually saved the world from destruction, you can be sure we'll be letting loose celebrating it.
Oh, that's a promise, you hear? Can't go back on it now!
Yeah, I'll have to practice to get ready for it.
Practice?
I mean, they do have a big celebration at the end of the credit roll. So, let's look at our play records. I've been playing for 72 hours total, and 17 hours of that was spent in combat. Yeah, Law has such a cute smile. I think that Law's character model in the game looks better than the art he has, and it looks better than what he looks like in the UFO table animations. Which is saying a lot, because UFO table animations are amazing, but something about the way they capture his face, his eyes, his smile in the in-game model, they just did a really good job with it. It's a shame that if he appears in like Tails crossover events in the future, I feel like he's gonna be like in the drawn format, and he won't look as good, like if they draw him skit faces in the future. My max hit counter, 358. 684 battles. My highest combo did 128,000 damage. Done a lot of these boost attacks too. So I've defeated all the enemy types. In total, I've had 1.5 million gold, and I've spent 1.2 million of it. I'm still missing a handful of chests. Oh, I'm missing one skit. I think that's the one from the campfire that I was trying to get. So we'll go back to the campfire and see if we can get that, because I looked up the skit list and I'm pretty sure that's it. All the subquests, there's still like a handful of chests I haven't found. I don't know what the difference between items found and equipment found. Because I'm only missing like a few chests, so these numbers don't account for that. But yet I have every type of equipment and every type of chest. Or every type of weapon, so I don't know how these numbers are figured out. Accessory types. I haven't done much accessory enhancement. That's fine. All the camping points, recipes, owls, fishing, astral flowers, elite monsters. Okay, we're missing just the one skit. Let's go camp a couple times and see if... Some people said it takes a couple tries. We'll go to this campsite since it's a little bit iconic. It'd be a nice way to end off the game with this skit. And then this would become, dare I say,
That was quite the little adventure
one
we
of the
went
most
on.
complete Let's Plays of Tales of Arise.
You guys want to rest here? Hey, Shion. Got any requests for supper tonight?
Let's not cook.
Me? Not really.
Mind if I join you,
I don't think
Ma?
cooking makes a difference for the skit. Okay, see, this animation makes more sense now with the wolf on his shoulder.
We should go on a training trip together sometime.
Yeah, we should.
Time to make you all proud out there, just like I always do.
Okay, we'll try a couple more times. If we don't get it, I might have to just do that off stream, depending on how many tries it takes.
Well, I think that was the last thing I needed to finish my book.
Oh, there we go.
Excellent work, Rinwell. Have you ever thought of publishing it? You should.
Really? Getting to share this with other people would be amazing.
So I think that conversation people said triggers the skit later. Well, let's do Dohalim for once.
Care if I hang out for a while?
We'd best get ready for tomorrow.
There we go. This is what I want.
You reading over all the enemies we fought until now?
I am. It's only dawned on me while paging through just how many different kinds we've encountered throughout our travels.
Yeah, we sure have seen a lot of weird-looking ones. Plenty with nasty abilities, too.
And it's all meticulously recorded for us to read and reference. You did a very good job writing it all down for us, Rinwell.
But I couldn't have done it without everyone's help, too.
In a way, I guess that makes this book a memento of everything we've seen and done on this journey.
The insight it provides is truly invaluable. With it, we know exactly how to deal with most any enemy we could possibly meet.
I don't think it's that big of a deal. Once you fight something once, you can rely on your muscle memory in the future.
You may feel so now, but hardly anyone is as experienced as we are. For others, this tome remains highly useful.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I remember you told me I should publish it when it's complete. Do you really think it's possible to see all my work in print?
When you say publish, you mean making the same book again and again and spreading it all over the place, yeah?
In very, very simple terms, sure.
If that's the case, our next priority should be educating the people of Dana.
Educating? You mean like studying and stuff?
That's right, especially learning how to read and write. There are still a lot of Danans who aren't fully literate. It'd be a shame to publish all this great information and have no one able to read it.
That is a fair point.
I mean, I get by with just the absolute basics, so I don't think it's such a big deal.
There's no need to be shy. Vicinde offers a lot of educational opportunities tailor-made just for Danans like you.
She's right, you know. They'll beat that knowledge into your mind until it becomes second nature
We should
to
put
you.
on our school outfits and go to school.
I think I prefer muscle memory.
Shall we get moving?
So that is all the skits now. Wait, where's... Yeah, skits, 320 out of 320, yes! I didn't think I would get it, because I couldn't figure out where the last ones were until I found out that they were from the arena. Dang. Well, there's no music in this place, so it's kind of weird to talk, but... You know, I've always thought about how in games like this, in Tales, they always talk about how, like, someone's recording the monster book, and, but you think about it, it's like, oh, let's spread this knowledge, or let's give out this book, or something like that. But, you know, if you think about it, it doesn't really make sense, because, yeah, it makes sense to record, like, this is what a wolf is, this is what a bear is, this is how strong these bees are. But then, when you look at the entries for, like, human enemies, it's like, okay, but this guy's dead, what does this matter? Or, like, okay, but this guy was stronger the second time, but, like, how does someone go out and find this? Like, it's like, okay, cataloging the creatures makes sense, but then when it comes to cataloging the human enemies, doesn't really make sense. But, of course, I love monster books in games. I like being able to look at them. I wish there was more, like, Tales of Symphonia had the NPC book, the figurine book. I don't know why there's no collector's book in this game. There's just records that tell you, like, things about how many items you got, but it'd be nice to have a record of items and weapons and stuff to see whenever you could. But I guess it doesn't really matter because you can forge everything at the merchant. But yeah, let's have a couple more closing words about this game. I know I talked a lot about this game when I finished the actual ending of the main story. Since then, you know, done a lot of training, done a lot of side quests. I think this game is, like, again, I'm very happy with it because I was skeptical about a good Tales game coming out after Zestiria and Berseria and all their failed gacha mobile games. So to see this one come out, have a character I really like, and also be quite good, I'm quite happy with. Again, I miss the multiplayer. I really wish I could play this with friends. I wish there was more post-game stuff to do. Like, I know you might say, well, you spent, like, over 20 hours on the post-game. And yeah, that's true. A lot of those side quests because I didn't do them during the main story. But in essence, there weren't that many post-game things. You defeated the three elemental lords, Undine, Gnome, and Sylph. There were, like, mini dungeons associated with each of them. Then there was the EX dungeon, which was a lot shorter than I thought. And the bosses there weren't... I mean, yeah, you can go challenge them again, but it's not as fun as doing a cameo fight against 4 Tales hero cameos at once in an arena like before. Fighting the lords again in the Phantom Reminiscence machine was kind of neat, but again, it's not really the type of thing I would do over and over and over again. I remember Tales of the Abyss, what I would do is I would go and play the cameo fight against the 4 Tales heroes over and over again, but I would do it solo on increasing difficulties by myself, or I'd do it with just me and a friend and leave our other 2 computer allies dead. I also soloed Nebulum, the ultimate boss of that game, which was quite fun, but I can't really see myself doing that in this game, also because, you know, most of the characters don't have self-sustaining heal abilities, which is good for balance, but not so much good for, like, trying to solo everything. I mean, I could try it with Law, but the battle system in the game has changed so much since older Tales games, I don't think it really lends itself as well to being able to solo enemies. But I'm surprised how much the New Game Plus doesn't really do much for you, because I'm going to keep saying previous Tales games, but they had, like, special dungeons or quests or skits or things that you could only do on a second playthrough, or maybe 2 things would be mutually exclusive, like 2 story paths or 2 bosses or 2 items would be path exclusive, so you want to go back through it again to replay it again to see what you figured out. Or, you know, when I played Symphonia and Abyss back a second time, I picked up on a lot of little foreshadowing bits of the plot that I never realized were before, because the plots were quite deep. I don't think this game would really have as much of that, just because the plot was fairly straightforward. Even the twists they threw at you were kind of all thrown at you near the end, and there were still some things they didn't really explain, like, did Shion's parents have the thorns? Did they get passed down to her? Why did Balsif not have a Master Fire Core to give us? Why did Shion have a Master Fire Core? Why did the ending of this specific crown contest end up with them activating Lenegus but not the previous ones? What was different about it? The antagonists, again, the Red Women, weren't really as interesting. We kind of got rid of all the antagonists up until the 2/3 point, except for frickin' Volran. So, of course, there are things that could be improved, but I think it's still a really good game. I recommend it to everyone. A lot of my friends saw me playing it and decided to get it afterwards, so that's fantastic. Got to spread the Tales love, give them some more reason to create more Tales games in the future. And I hope we don't see a direct sequel to this. Don't really think we need a Tales of Arise 2. The sequels in the Tales series aren't always super duper great. They could either be good or they could be really, really bad. So, but I mean, I'd like to see more of Law, obviously. I don't think I'd like to see him grown up, though. I think he's very good at his current young, youthful energy. Another complaint I would say is, I would still say the difficulty curve of this game is kind of intense for the main story. The fact that the bosses and the enemies go up by levels so much when you go from area to area. Plus, like, it's really hard to get SP, to farm for SP, and also it's really hard to, like, get gold and get orange gels and life bottles because they cost so freaking much, unless you do all the side quests as you go, or you buy the freaking DLC, which, again, is very OP if you look at some of those DLC packs that give you permanent bonus buffs, which I think are a little ridiculous. Maybe good for a second playthrough on Chaos difficulty. Maybe there should have been a trophy for beating the game on Chaos difficulty all the way through, because I've already platinumed this game. There's not much reason for me to go back through it again. At least Tales of Exillia, I had to platinum it. I had to go through Jude and Mila's routes, even if it wasn't that much different. Oh yeah, I'm also realizing that we have a little bit more SP now from doing all those fights. And you know what? Despite all my grinding, everyone reached level 100, and I've done all the side quests, I've exhausted all the opportunities, and I'm still missing, like, some skill nodes, and I won't be able to buy them all out here. Let's just see what I can get, though. I already got the trophy for getting many of them, so I don't need to be frugal. But enemy downs, I mean, that's pretty good. Critical damage, straight up good. I'll take that one. Dohalim, what do you need? EG at start. No. Gauge increase, perfect, evading, strength and counter edge. Rod extension. Let's take this one. And then Rinwell. This one's good, actually. Let's see if we can. I don't know why she has so many anti-dragon nodes. There weren't that many dragon enemies in the game. If I get these two, I can. Oh, I can't buy both of them. I don't have enough. So this one gives. I'm looking at the whole title node ones. Defense. Elemental attack, I think, defense, penetration. Let's get elemental attack bonus. So I think I'm done this game. I don't think I'm going to come back to it for a long time. Maybe I will in the future. Maybe I'll play it on a higher difficulty on New Game Plus. I also noticed New Game Plus freaking... you carry over a lot of things. You can carry over your gold, you can carry over your like records, your hit counts, but one of the things I found with the owls is it straight up can carry over my levels. So I could, if I do a New Game Plus, I could start at level 100, which seems almost like too good to be true. So, like, most Tales games have like a grade shop, and what you do is you use all the grade you've gotten from fighting all the fights, you could spend them to make your New Game Plus more enjoyable. And usually you have to do that a couple times to buy out everything. Some of them are like really increase the enjoyment of your second playthrough, although you still start back at level 1 and you still have to go through the story and level. But in this game, you don't even have grade. You just straight up find all the owls. You can carry everything over, including your, like, it's not just cosmetics and gold and items and stuff you carry over. It's the freaking levels, which I think is a little bit, I mean, maybe you do need it for Chaos difficulty. Although I feel like if you beat Balsif at Chaos difficulty, it's going to be super easy at level 100. It probably won't pick up until you get to, like, Volran or Lenegis that you'll actually have difficulty at level 100 on Chaos difficulty. I don't know. I'm just speaking out of my top of my head. Oh, hey guys, Kiro from the future here interrupting. I realized during the stream afterwards that I didn't show off the new weapon I got from Zephyr, so I thought I might as well. So here we have Law. Right now he's got the Demon's Cry on, although it's skinned over by his regular gauntlets. It's currently the strongest weapon I have because these are Devil's Arms, right? So they get +1 attack for every enemy Law has killed, which in my case is a lot. So from Zephyr, the Phantom Zephyr, we got Unyielding Braces. So you can see my attack goes down, but this one appears to be stronger than the Oblivion Gauntlets. And you can tell it's Zephyr's Glove. Pretty neat, right? I kind of like it. I know before we got the Divine Wrath, or no, the Dawn Brace, that's one, from Zephyr, from his letter, and I said that was Zephyr's weapon, but I forgot that his weapon wasn't red, so it's like very similar, but not quite. So we have Dawn braces, and then the unyielding braces. Why is it plural when there's only one? That's what I don't understand. Anyways, I feel like in the future there will definitely be more DLC outfits, like particularly cameo outfits. Every Tales game with DLC has cameo outfits where the characters dress up as characters from past games, and I'd love to see Law dressed up as either Jude or Senel. So I feel like it will come eventually. I remember Tales of Exilia, they released DLC outfits like a couple months after the game was originally released. So I know that if that happens, by then we would be long finished this game for a Let's Play, but I won't discount the idea of perhaps playing this again in the future. Maybe we'll redo the Phantom Boss Rush or the Arena or Kronos or Edna and Aizen or the final boss with a higher difficulty using the new outfits if they come. But maybe I'll wait a bit to see if they release more than one wave of DLC outfits so we can take care of everything in one fell swoop. Anyways, that's all I want to say now. Let's get back to the stream footage. Thanks so much. Psst. Oh, also, let it be known that for the record, my physical collector's edition of Tales of Arise still has not arrived in the mail. Yep, it was shipped out last week according to the shipping or the tracking I got. So that means as of in a couple days, it would be 3 weeks since the release of Tales of Arise, and I still haven't gotten my copy. So, I mean, again, thank you so much, Namco Bandai, for giving me and everyone else a digital code for free so we could play this on release. Otherwise, I'd still be sitting here not playing it, and that would be really awful because I would really regret that, having bought a physical copy. So thank you so much, Namco Bandai. Again, you know, I understand pandemic delays and stuff like that too, so at least they've been communicative about it. So hopefully it comes in soon because I'd like to have a look at that art book. It's a little sad to think that the game is over for me now. I mean, I do really like playing as Law, especially because his battle feels so fluid and fun, and it's been a while since I played a good game that has some nice, like, martial arts, like acrobatic martial arts in an RPG setting. So it's a little bit bittersweet actually finishing up the game now because I do want to play more, but I wish there was more for me to do. But they did a really good job, and I just want to say also great on Tales for releasing this game in all regions at the same time, in all languages, which is fantastic. Well, like English and Japanese, I mean. It's really nice because usually we have to wait a long time, or a few months, or like a year, to get games coming to the West. And in fact, a lot of older Tales games I had to basically order the Japanese version so I could play it right away because I was so, anticipating it, and then having to wait a couple years wondering if it will even get an English release, and then finally getting one in the future. So I'm very happy with that. I noticed, and I try not to point it out too much, but there are a lot of little spelling or grammatical things in this game in the subtitles, but I can understand, especially if they're working on like multiple languages at the same time. But at the same time, maybe, for a AAA game, maybe be nice if they spell checked or double checked their writing a little bit, but that's just a little nitpicky thing. I just really wanted to mention that for the record, I haven't gotten my copy because I think in the future I'll come back and look at these videos and I won't remember. So I just thought I'd slip that in here. All right. So that's it for Tales of Arise. Thanks so much for joining me on the stream and for watching all my videos. Again, if you want to check out my YouTube videos, I archived all the streams, and including some scenes that I did not do on stream, such as all the fishing and Shion's campfire conversations and some other trophies. So this will be up on YouTube soon, along with those extra scenes attached to it as well. So check that out if you're interested. I super appreciated playing with you guys. Makes the game so much more enjoyable. This was my first game I played all the way through on Twitch. I've done some Twitch streams before, and I did YouTube streams before, but this was the first time I kind of ventured into doing a whole series on Twitch, and it's been quite enjoyable, so maybe we'll do more of that in the future. So thanks so much again, guys, and I see one of my friends is streaming now, so I'm going to set it to a raid afterwards if you want to stick around for a little bit. Otherwise, hope you guys take care. Look forward to the next Let's Play. Keep an eye on my Twitter or my YouTube. I will probably announce something for the month of October. I have a couple games in mind, but I haven't quite narrowed it down exactly on which one I will be playing right away. All right. Thanks, guys, and see you around.